Okay, full screen there. That's recording. That's recording. Mics are recording. It's on, and it's Monday. 307 Reacts. I'm Matt. That's Chris. I don't know what that noise was, but here I'm gonna do a zoom in on your face on that one. On the screen in front of us.
Ow.
You said we weren't ready. I still don't know if we are, but it's Tom MacDonald, Adam Calhoun, and Dax, who has not been on our channel in quite some time. And reason being is because he's got a major label backing him, doesn't he, or something like that?
So not necessarily backing him. So he uses a distributor to distribute his music that is owned by a major record label.
There it is. That's
for our goals and purposes of flying under the radar of the mainstream corporate Sony labels and helping out the independent guys, while he still is independent, but he's using a big enough company to distribute his music that we get tagged and come up on their radar.
I was going to say the reason being, like, one of our last Dax videos actually got blocked, and we had to dispute it.
Fight for it.
They let it go, and it's fine. It's available on our page, and it has been. But that's the whole thing. Is once we get blocked, we're kind of like, okay, we're not gonna touch that anymore because it's a little too hot. So,
but he's coming to town.
Really,
and we go into that.
That's right. You told me just before we walked in.
October 27th.
He's coming to Casper, Wyoming, which is like weird.
Let's go.
But all right. And he's hanging out with our boys Tom and Adam, and so we're able to get him on the screen that way. You know, we're not gonna have any guff there. If anything, it'll be TuneCore, whatever Tom's thing is, and a sharing. So yeah. With that, you guys said we weren't ready. It's black and white. I don't know what we're getting into. I haven't heard anything about this, seen anything about this. I have no idea.
I've just seen the little clips on Instagram.
All right. Well, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
Hop in the truck, 10 of my buddies are already drunk. We don't go nowhere that doesn't have liquor and cigarettes. Riding mechanical bolts in the club. We like to hunt, leave with a gun. Come back tomorrow, we covered in blood with a bucket of guts. We all tougher than and we pop in the clutch, we ain't stuck in the mud. I'm the white boy with the baseball bat, bunch of face tattoos and a NASCAR hat. In a backyard like a scrapyard, got a glass jar full of tobacco that's blacker than asphalt. Rolling with hundreds of crackers who acting like animals, they cannot handle their alcohol. We the white boys from the backwoods.
Dude, okay, all right. I
love all of it.
What is okay? I love that because Dax doesn't mess around, right?
No.
He raps fast and he raps good. And Tom doesn't mess around and he raps fast and he raps good. And I love that whenever they seem to be in the same realm as each other, the energy is just there.
It's friendly competition.
Legit. Like
it's the
Tom.
You can do that cadence like this. I'm gonna try it like this.
Tom is going hard right now, and like. Understandably so, because Dax is in the room, so it's like, I love it, dude. It's watching the greats go at it, and that it's always such a cool thing, you know. And I'm not trying to discount Adam by any means whatsoever. I mean, Adam's got hard bars too.
Adam's just a different style.
It's just a different style. Tom and Dax have this super fast. Destroy me in the comments if you want. Super fast Eminem style kind of
He's
rap
wearing
thing.
an Eminem shirt, so
okay. So don't destroy me in the comments. I didn't even notice. Yeah. All right. So, but I love it, dude. Can we go back a ways?
We can go back a ways.
I love the lines about. I love the lines about like we'll go hunting, you know, come back covered in blood, with a bucket full of guts.
Very reminiscent of Adam Calhoun's racism. If you guys haven't seen that video, you should. But he's talking about in the song Racism, Adam is talking about the stereotypes of whites and blacks. And what sure, they're stereotypes, and some people do fit that stereotype, but most of them don't. And the ones who don't are actually really good people, and, maybe you should blah, 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 blah. This is kind of one of those things where I know Tom's not much of a hunter, okay? He's not, he's like, oh, we're the ones out in the woods. That's not necessarily Tom, but he's talking about, the white trash. They're in front of a trailer house right now with an addition to the top of it.
Is it a house? Oh no, it's like a houseboat converted into a trailer. I didn't even notice.
It's some redneck white trash shit.
It is.
And he's like, and he's playing to the stereotypes as well as we're also just like, normal good people.
Yeah.
So
we've had that conversation the last few episodes on our channel about like the blue collar worker and things like that, and how truck drivers, they see a lot more of the world. You might not think they're very smart people, but they see a lot more of the world than you think that they do, and they talk to a lot of people, and maybe they're not the best ones to be making the decisions, but they are just regular working class people. All right.
I saw a comedian.
He's moving so quick.
I saw a comedian. Sorry, this is a little bit of a long rabbit trail, but I think you'll enjoy this. He was playing a show in New York. He was from Iowa, I believe, and he was like, oh, yeah, everybody loves to rip on the Midwest. He goes, yep, especially out here in New York. you guys are worthless. He's like, yeah, nobody here contributes anything to society. Guess what? Those people in the Midwest are making those and growing those soybeans for your soybean lattes. You wouldn't last a day on my daddy's farm. What are you, scared of a shovel? Like, he's just like roasting them. And it's so funny because it's like the people in New York are like, oh, if you can live in New York, you can live anywhere. Until you try to go live on a farm in Iowa, okay, then that's a little, so
straight up.
It's one of those things. It's like it doesn't make one guy less tough than the other guy. It's all about what you know and where you live.
And on that, at the same turn of the page, if for someone like me who lives out in buttfuck Wyoming, to say to me you wouldn't last a week in New York, you're probably right, because that high class, tons of people moving all around all the time, busy as shit. There's no escape to get anywhere to do anything. It's I probably wouldn't be able to handle that. So
I'd go a little crazy.
Yeah, definitely would go.
I was there for 4 days. I'd had enough.
Dude, just like visiting places on the East Coast, just driving out there and visiting the few places I've been out there, it's just like, whoo! It is definitely a vacation-only place for this kind of guy. You guys that are living out there, keep living out there. Do your thing. Live your lives. It's all good. I'll stay in Wyoming out here, okay? Let's go.
Leave with a gun, come back tomorrow, we covered in blood with a bucket of guts. We all tough for the and we pop in the clutch, we ain't stuck in the mud. I'm the white boy with the baseball bat, bunch of face tattoos and a NASCAR hat in a backyard like scrapyard. Got a glass jar full of tobacco that's blacker than asphalt. Rolling with hundreds of crackers who acting like animals, they cannot handle their alcohol. We the white boys from the backwoods and the bad hoods and the trailer park trash that pack guns. When I was younger, they taught me to struggle and hustle like 200 bikers, and they were my brothers. We coming for blood and you running for cover, addicted to drugs in the gutter and drunker than anyone leaving the club. We go dumber than thugs. We got mullets and putters and multiple gunners that come in Hummers. You under the rubber, you'll never recover. Chain smoking, my lungs hurt, my neck red, got sunburns, bumping Eminem, we all know the words. Bunch of white boys flipping hella birds. Hillbilly really don't care if you like them. Little bit of moonshine fire inside them. Kill him in a minute, don't care who's fighting. You don't want to trip on the kids of
Wait a minute.
Dude, he's just...
gunners that come in Hummers. You under the rubber, you'll never recover. Chain smoking, my lungs hurt, my neck red, got sunburns, bumping Eminem, we all know the words. Bunch of white boys flipping hella birds. Hillbilly really don't care if you like them. Little bit of moonshine fire inside them. Kill him in a minute, don't care who's fighting. You don't want to trip on the kids of Vikings. Camo and mullets and cowboy hats out in public. Got ammo stashed in my cousins and cashing addicts and cupboards. They all diss and we don't listen, can't hear it no more. We gone fishing, they gone missing. I told y'all before. I be on some white people hanging out the window of a truck yelling out.
Oh, dude, that was perfect. Did you go back so we can watch that again?
I'm about to. This is very reminiscent of White Boys. You remember that song?
Yes.
Wasn't
that a Tom and Adam thing?
It was.
Yeah,
it was on The Brave One.
Yeah. Okay.
Great album.
The lettering in the background, and it just goes to Dax, and he's all, wait, what? What did you say?
This and we don't listen, can't hear it no more. We gone fishing, they gone missing. I told y'all before. I be on some white people hanging out the window of a truck yelling, I don't give a fuck. White people. Every time they see me pulling up, they be like, oh my god, he be on some white people. Jumping out the plane, no parachute, so I'ma get the sooner. I ain't learned from school, always ditch Ferris Bueller. Screw your little truck, my square body over there's cooler. Every white boy riding with me over there. Shooters, I'm the white boy with the monster pump. Send shotgun when I pop the truck, the Northern monster off the jump. I'm up to
okay, dude.
Guns. This ain't soccer, but watch him run. Shoot him in the lung, need oxygen. Huffing blood like he up and does. Talk too much till his coughing shuns. I'm never gonna back up too much ammo. We got hammered, used to battle. Had my fights right on the gravel. Back in the day, we used to handle like men, but now we're canceled. Look at us like states for cancer. Look at them like Pollo Pants. Some dumbass kids ain't got no answer. Looked up to dudes with tattoos and rap music, bad moves and abuse in my past.
Ooh, dude, you want to talk Eminem vibes, bro?
That
dude,
was sick.
Woo, I don't even know what album to reference, but that like, dude, that's got Eminem vibes hard, dude. And
I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think of the song either.
I can't either, but probably a few of them back in like the like the curtain call days and like the
I want to say it.
Maybe the Marshall Mathers EP, the one that had like the Vicodin pill on the CD or whatever the hell. A lot of like his old school kind of stuff. I can't remember the one that I listened to, but I think that was what it was.
Curtain Call was the one I definitely listened to.
Curtain Call was the one right before that. Was that the Marshall Mathers EP?
It might have been. Yeah.
Just like a white disc that just set it on a thing.
I think he had another one that was Marshall Mathers, and it was just a picture of a house in a field.
He had a few. But anyways, that old school style Eminem vibe, and not to mention, dude, I was not ready for that at all.
For Adam to just rip it.
He started out like doing his thing, and I was like, yeah, okay, here comes like good bars,
Good
good
old
bars, and then all of a sudden
lead
he was
pipe
just
Adam,
like,
like-
let me grab a gear. I was like, oh, dude, what? Dude,
You've been cruising in third this whole time?
killing it, bro. Can we listen to like his whole section?
Yeah.
Let's go. Perfect family photo.
Yeah.
I'm using that for the thumbnail.
So
I am
good.
using that for the thumbnail on this one. It's so good. All right. Right when he starts like picking it up here, let's go like here.
Yeah.
School always ditch Ferris Bueller.
Ferris
Screw your
Bueller,
little
so
truck,
good.
my
Yeah.
square body over there's cooler. Every white boy riding
body
with me
Chevy.
over there.
Square
Shooters,
body.
I'm the white boy with the Mossberg pump. Sit shotgun with a pop the truck. The Northern a monster off the jump. I'm up, I rock a lots of guns. This ain't soccer, but watch him run. Shoot him in the lung, need oxygen. Huffing blood like he up and does. Talk too much till his coughing shuns. I'm never gonna back up too much ammo. We got hammered, used to battle. Had my fights right on the gravel. Back in the day, we used to handle like men, but now we're canceled. Look at us like states for cancer. Look at them like pull your pants. Some dumbass kids ain't got no answer. Looked up to dudes with tattoos and rap music, bad moves and abuse in my past, acting stupid. I used the bad news for the gas to keep moving. I made
so
it where
good.
I'm at. Now you rather see me losing. All my guys got tattoos on their face. They did their time. They got jammed. What the hell's a blue check? They ain't got no Instagram.
Whoa,
Ask
dude,
around,
so good.
everyone knows. They might think that I care, but I don't. I'll be out some white people hanging out the window
Hell
of a
yeah.
truck, yelling, I don't give a white people. Every time they see me pulling up, they be like, oh my god, he be on some white people. Yes, segregated, but I'm still in the mix. I've been with Timer before he got cancer for speaking the truth out the world and exposing it for what it actually is. I see race as an issue, I'm running it back to the government to tell them this is a democratic, liberated, conservative, patriarchy dipped in action, affirmative hit song. Bet they still cut me a check. State that I'm in as my mind is way deeper than color. I ain't think I'm blue versus red. I'm in control, conceal that I'm carrying more than you know. One in the chamber that's ready to blow. Right at you pussies who claiming you won't. I'ma keep praying that you get exposed.
I want to hit that bar
Ooh,
again.
dude.
Hold up.
Dude, and Dax coming in the way he does, man. He is an entire vibe. He's
is.
just an entire. Dude,
He's in a class of his own.
I have what's his the Joker
Yeah.
the 2-part series.
1 and 2,
I have
yeah.
both of those on my Spotify, or did. I'm not using
Yeah.
Spotify anymore because me and Becca talked about it the other day. She's paying for Apple Music. I'm paying for Spotify. What are we doing? Why do we?
Yeah.
We're just using Apple Music now. Anyways, but I had both of those on my Spotify, and even without watching the videos, you can still just. And this kind of ties into our video for tomorrow. So if you want to
Yeah.
hear something about how your singing affects the way that it comes across,
Your delivery is huge.
Yeah, you can just hear it in the way that
Yeah.
and right when you pause, he was doing that weird psycho laugh thing that he
Yeah.
does, dude. And he just that kind of thing, man. He brings his whole energy to the microphone, and
Yeah.
you just know when it's him. You just
Yeah.
know it's like, oh, that's Dax.
By the
That's-
way, Dax, if you ever come across this reaction, which I hope you do, you're such a great artist.
Dude.
I love what you do.
amazing.
What I would love to do is I would love to ask you for the Joker part 1 or part 2, doesn't matter, where just the vocals are there. And I would love to analyze just the vocals, standing alone, or if you even want to send us the whole track where we can put it in our music, whatever, and analyze each little thing
Yeah.
by itself. I would love to do a breakdown and do a whole video on. I mean, God, me and Matt could pick it apart for like
Oh,
hours.
we could do
But
an hour-long video.
I
on
would
that.
love to hear the vocals by themselves,
Just to see how it hit the mic.
delivery and like how it hit the mic.
It's so crazy to listen to a vocal track separated outside
is.
of the mix most of the time. Even
Yeah.
some of your favorite mixes, and we've been learning this over the last 6 to 12 months, some of your favorite mixes that you're so used to hearing, you hear the vocals separated and you're like, what?
like Freddie
No.
Mercury was not on the note like as
Look,
well as you think he
there
was.
was no auto-tune in Queen, and I guarantee you that. There's proof of it. Watch a
There is.
Chris Lipe video, and he will break that down,
Yeah.
and you'll be like, nah, he sang that bad. And then he plays it in the mix, and you're like, no, he didn't. But yes, he did.
He did.
But because of the way he delivered it, doesn't matter.
Delivery is everything.
Doesn't matter. So, yeah, Dax has that energy. He's just... I just love
So,
I love having him on the screen.
The one bar I'm looking for is it's not a red versus blue, and then you see the confetti pop up, the
red,
blue,
blue.
and then it goes to black, and he says something about I'm the one in control.
Yeah.
So I want to hit that bar one more time, make sure that
Did you go back?
I am hearing what I'm hearing. I did.
Okay.
Cancer for speaking the truth about the world and exposing it for what it actually is. I see race as an issue, I'm running it back to the government to tell them this is a democratic, liberated, conservative, patriarchy dipped in action, affirmative hit song. Bet they still cut me a check. State that I'm in as my mind is way deeper than color. I ain't think I'm blue versus red. I'm in control, conceal that I'm carrying more than you know. One in the chamber that's ready to blow.
Yeah, he was saying in my brain they tried to make it a blue versus red. He goes, but in my mind, I'm in control. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm the one who can see through the thing, and I'm going to think for myself on this. I don't need you telling me that, oh, these guys over here are doing something, and these guys over here are doing something, and they're all, like...
And that's the thing, too, is, like, being an influencer, being someone influential with a lot of followers, and he follows it up with saying, I control more than you know.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, big entities need to watch out for that kind of stuff, because influencers are getting real popular these days. I mean...
Well, and then even then, like, God, dude, Sony has their hands in everything. I mean, everything.
Yeah, that's right.
And how much
you're
influence do you think they have on what goes on the news? What stories don't go on the news?
We talked about that with the cameras they borrow to them and the audio equipment they use and the producers and engineers that they hire on for free because they're part of the production company, you know, and like, yeah, you're right. Yep. They don't think that you know.
But I know that you do.
Well, we all know you do. All right, let's go.
Deeper than color, I ain't think I'm blue versus red. I'm in control, conceal that I'm carrying more than you know. One in the chamber that's ready to blow. Right at you pussies who claiming you won't. I'ma keep praying that you get exposed. I promise. I'm not abiding by rule that you set for me. I'm not that mad at the past. I mean, it was only a couple of centuries. Well, actually, I'm pissed, but won't let that be my identity. So on behalf of all blacks, I forgive and don't want to be enemies. Just like you're sorry and talk to me nice.
Wow, dude.
Ain't that the
dude? Wow. He goes. It was just a couple of centuries. Oh wait.
He goes. I was pissed. He goes, but I'm not pissed. Well, actually, I am pissed that it happened. But like, that's not going to be my identity.
Yeah.
He goes, I forgive you because
on behalf of all blacks, I forgive you.
Sorry, because like I never owned any. My grandfather never owned any, and his grandfather never did either. So, like, I don't know what the fuck you looking to me for.
None
like,
of that
I'm
in my
some
lineage.
asshole.
Yeah, no.
So, like,
nope.
You know, and the thing is like, even if your great-grandfather did own slaves, it's not you.
Yeah, like
why are you being punished?
Yeah.
As a 27-year-old,
I wouldn't
30-year-old.
support that. So, yeah, it's not me. That was him, man. That ain't me.
Personal accountability.
It really is. Let's go.
For me, I'm not that mad at the past. I mean, it was only a couple of centuries. Well, actually, I'm pissed, but won't let that be my identity. So on behalf of all blacks, I forgive and don't want to be enemies. Just like you're sorry and talk to me nice. This is comedic. If you get offended, that's a reflection of your own life and how you failed to live it right. Yes. So it's not black versus white, it's wrong versus right. Cause color is just a result of these multiple factors that we didn't choose. I mean, mom, dad, race, religion, things we're born into. Generational curses that get undone once we undo moves. See life from a different view beyond our own skewed, manipulated by the news crew. True things they use to confuse the masses, put us in social classes, separated by percentages, paid for taxes, income brackets, clothes, cars, shoes, size of asses. I bet they're trying to blackmail me once I black out.
Dude, he's so good. How does he write so well? Man, that is lyricism at its finest right there.
God, dude, and talking about the way they divide us and sizes of asses is one of them. God damn.
And isn't that weird that that's the society we live in? I like that he talks about...
It's a good thing we had a Lizzo sides dinner here tonight, okay? Because I was not ready for this.
Boop, demonetized. I like that he talks about... You see these memes every once in a while on the internet where it's like, you know, thanks mom and dad for you know, bearing me into this world where I have to struggle to survive and do the thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's like he kind of goes into that. He's like all these predetermined factors. We didn't get to choose any of this. The color of my skin, who my mom was, who my dad was, when they got together, what was happening at the time.
What they did.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't get to choose any of that. What religion they had. Like, that's not me. That wasn't me.
Well,
you know?
and he even, it's kind of a double-sided thing too, because he points to the fact that there's things that we're born into and that we're taught, and religion is one of those, right? So like a lot of kids are brought up a certain religion and they think certain things. And, like, you can't necessarily blame them for thinking those things because that's how they were taught when they were younger. That's what was
around their house, yeah.
You know, so, like, I know, like, some people are super, super, super against religion, and they'll, like, go out and attack, you know, people who are Christians or Buddhists or whatever, right? And, like, I'm sorry, I don't think that's right. I think the best you could tell them is, like, you know, I don't agree with you, and that's okay.
That's
but,
fine.
Like, I'm glad you have something.
Yep.
Like,
just it's that same left and right thing, you know. Like it doesn't have to always be a fight. It can just be, oh, you you believe in that kind of stuff, and I, don't quite align with all those views, but that's okay, and that's what society should be, and that's what makes it interesting.
So like, and there's some people down south that I've met that are, my age or even younger who are, extremely racist, but their grandparents are and their parents are, and they just don't know any different. They haven't been anywhere else. That's been their environment. You can't blame them for that. It's something where they have to either figure it out on their own or be willing to listen to teachings that's like, hey, dude, he's just a different color. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. And it's such a weird thing that we're this advanced in society, and that's still a thing. Like, why is that even an issue?
Dude, it happens all over the world.
It's so weird.
Like,
it's so weird that there's a
Vietnam
divide.
still has slaves. Like, Africa still has slaves.
Your skin is different. I'm not gonna like that. It's like, what? Why?
You can cut that out of context.
Yeah, no shit. Great. AI just ate me alive.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Curses that get undone once we undo moves. See life from a different view, beyond our own skews. Manipulated by the news, crude, true things they use to confuse the masses. Put us in social classes, separated by percentages paid for taxes. Income brackets, clothes, cars, shoes, size of asses. I bet they try to blackmail me once I black out all these demographics and push past the stereotypical average and get blackballed and they cut all my traffic. Oh my God, he be on some black people hanging out the window of the trunk, screaming, I don't give a black people. Every time they see me pulling up, they be like, oh my God, he be on some white people.
Dude, good.
So good.
So good, man. They work so well together. They bring an energy to their videos and their songs that is like unparalleled, man. And like I said, Dax has that in his own right. Tom definitely has that. Adam does. He has that. You put them all together, and it's just like banger,
dude.
banger.
Banger.
So good. And I know we missed multiple Tom lines in the beginning. He was just moving through this one. So like, let us know in the comments what lines of Tom's that you guys heard that you want to talk about, and we can have discussions down in there. Because I know that I don't even know what's a line count in this song. It's got to be like 20,000 lines or something. It's crazy. But there's so much to unpack in this one. It was amazing. That's.
If you were to take all the words in this song and print it out onto a piece of paper, it'd be about as thick as the first Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. Okay.
Yeah,
a lot of words in that song.
That was amazing. Put together super well. I love the editing. Was it by Nova? I think it said at the end there.
Yep.
Killing it with the AI stuff, the little blue check marks that fell, and like the little checks waving through the. Amazing, awesome editing, awesome artist, super amazing team, great message all around. Like, 5 out of 5. That's 5 out of 5
all day,
ladies and gentlemen. That's it.
If you guys enjoyed this absolute just slaughter, just this straight out murder of a video on the internet, leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. We'll see y'all next time. Bow.